You can play us in. Play us in, Ron.
Oh.
There you go. What's happening? Everybody. It's too late now. That's how the evening has started, you guys. Get ready for it. It is Ron on that. What is that over there? That's how the okay, so we are live. We know we're live. We've got some people in here. I think there's 4 people in here. It's you, me, Johnny, and Bay Area Rich. Because everyone probably thought, oh, he's not doing a show. Because it's already after 7, right? But maybe people will get the message. Oh, that is a tease? So did that get sent to you by a certain Bay Area person?
No, from Tease themselves.
Oh, nice. Probably in connection with, right?
Probably.
Very cool. Nice.
Can't believe how well these things play and sound.
Nice. Well, welcome everyone, whoever's there. We got 10 people in here now. Wow, like that. They came. Thank you for coming, you guys. You all rock. Yeah, I got a late start to my day. I didn't even have time to change batteries on this thing because I'd actually have to unscrew the back plate here and then rescrew it back on, which is too much work for me today. Maybe I'll find the batteries and do that. But
Ian,
I thought I would do this for you guys today. We talked about it last week, and obviously I teased it in last week's show when we talked about that this thing's pretty much done. I haven't put the stickers on this yet either. We can do that even tonight if you guys want. Let me unplug it. I'm going to yank something out of something. I still need to put the stickers on this.
Okay, thing. I did put that in the right place then.
What? Oh, the button? Let's see it. Okay, yeah, pretty good spot there. You picked the right spot.
And then there's three-way switch.
Right, you put yours just below where mine is, yeah. Nice. There you go. Perfect. Awesome. Love it. I dig it. I dig it. You guys dig it? You guys digging Ron's builds? Let's hear it for Ron.
Thank you.
Right on.
And I got
wait a little bit for people to show up here. What's up, Ian? Go ahead.
I have MPN's guitar together thing up there.
Nice.
I'll show it.
Down. Yeah.
I'll show it when more people get here.
All right. Kush, man, let's say hi to the people as they're strolling in. Thank you for showing up to a late show for me. Normally, I would start this at 7, and we started this like literally 2 minutes ago, so 7:40 something. Yep. I'm still recovering from this cold. That's part of it. I'm like behind schedule-wise on everything in my life right now because of the cold too. And prior to that, 3 weeks of having, what's it called? Shingles. What a name for something. Why? Just because you have a rash, they call it like shingles? Like that's.
I have no idea why they call it that.
Yeah.
I just know it sucked.
I'm just having water, you guys. I didn't want to have tea because it's too hot, but lately I've been having the Celestial seasonings, right? Not Celestian, Celestial seasonings. That'd be funny. They should do that on that Gibson USA thing on Instagram, right? A celestial, like a celestial, like tea bag kind of like pickup thing, or speakers made of tea instead of hemp or something, right? Tea leaves. It would be like the green tea leaf. It would be the green leaf, like instead of the hemp back, it would be the green leaf back or something. I don't know, whatever. Anyway,
Bay Area Rich.
What's up,
Burnt Relic? Ian.
You guys.
Kush.
I've been looking at
Brian.
Yeah, what's up, dudes?
Johnny.
Yeah. It's the same color as the shingles on the roof of a red tile roof. Yeah, that could be true. Drinking out of my yellow submarine cup, just water. It's not that good. It's just water. And somebody in the chat before asked me, where did I find this? Just like where I found this. But believe it or not, these are everywhere. You can get these on Amazon and Walmart and everywhere. But rarely can you find weird ones like this. This is supposed to be like a Halloween one I got at the Halloween store. And then this one I found at like the pharmacy store when we wanted to get some water and whatever and some aspirin or whatever for my wife was having a headache at the Frankfurt airport. What does it say on it? It just says
thank you.
It says Legami Milano, which, you know, makes no sense because I bought it in Germany and that sounds Italian. But this one has these sounds. That's my favorite. Guess what they're saying there?
I have no idea.
Okay, think. It's in Germany. They're saying goals, supposedly. Like, you know, they kick the goal. And then that's what we do with this thing. And that's my favorite, the monkey, right there. That's my favorite. It's almost as fun as this one. That's Janice's favorite. Anyway, all right, so here we go. This is Johnny's favorite right here. Hold on. All right. Maybe Johnny will join us, maybe not. But tonight's giveaway, by the way, is going to be this handy dandy, nice little Martin guitar, like lanyard thingy. I don't know what
name. If your name was Martin.
Dang it,
Martin,
Peggy's going to
Martin
win
Guitar
yet again.
Co.
I tell you what.
Never used before. I got it at NAMM. Check it out.
Until just now, you just put it on.
I just did. But I wouldn't officially call it used unless you actually clip it onto something. Right? I'm wearing my Giants shirt because go Giants. Giants are killing it. All right. And then I've got parts. I've got guitar parts down in front of me. You guys want to see it?
Sure thing.
I got stickers for this Jeff Beck guitar from the sticker company. So basically what I'm going to be doing is, this is from what? Water Slide Decals. What if Production Inc. That's what they're called. Wherever there is a logo, we go. Also, check out our new 3D laser cut metal decals, or as they say in Kanakastania, decals. So that's where I got it from. The decals. And they're pretty cool. They're pretty realistic. Look at that. This is the kind you want to get. Here, I'll sell them for this. It's the golden ones. All right, it's even got a fake serial number and everything. the crybaby contour, blah blah blah, whatever they call that, crybaby, and the contour body original. So with the patent pending number and all that silly stuff on there. So that's to make it kind of look official, because it's going on this. All parts. Right, neck, which needs a little, you know, fret dressing here and all that. Needs a little oil on that, and it needs I'm probably going to put the finish on this here. And then I'm debating. I want you guys to help me decide. Magic Man, you can help me decide on this. Should I shoot the back of the neck with a satin lacquer like this, Mohawk brand, or should I oil it like Eddie Van Halen would? I'm not sure which way Jeff Beck rolled. Do you know? You know how he rolled?
I think you oiled.
Oil. See, I'm thinking oil too, right? I mean, he used to get oil all over his hands working on the cars, right? So that's another thing that I have in common with Jeff Beck. Not only do I love guitars, I also love cars. So as you can see in the back wall there, on my back wall, that's my door, the back of my door. It's a 68 RT Charger. So not quite the same year as I had. I had a 69. That's a 68. So I got all these things handy for this build. I don't think I'm going to be using any of this today. You know what that is, you guys?
Solder sucker.
Watch what that thing does. It sucks the solder out. So I don't know if this is the best kind of solder sucker. Is that the best kind? Like, you have to have two hands. You also have to have that like handy dandy hands thing. What's it called? And then this will also come in handy for something else. It's going to show you. That's what the and more part about the show is, you guys. And more. Yeah, it's a little crate, a little holder for los pedales. Build Your Own Clone is a company that makes pedals, and I think this is the one that I was going to do. Let's see, I think I have it marked. Yeah, Build Your Own Clone Analog Chorus. This one I was going to do oh god, I can't say it. Indigo chorus, because choruses are usually blue, right? So I have, as I mentioned to you guys before, I have already pre-painted by our amazing talented friend artist, as you know, Amanda Peters. The Maximus pedal here. This is going to be the Maximus Tremolo. Right? Maximus Tremolo. And then we've got the and I'll show you guys these. I'll open these. The Le Monde Delay here, right? And then we have my favorite of them all. Started it all, the Flying Pickle Fuzz. That's right. So this is the first one that she painted for me. Check this out, you guys. Look at this. Look at this, man. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to solo me again. Look at that. Around the corner like that. It's so cool, right? The Flying Pickle, Roxy. That's right. And then I think I'm gonna put on the front here. I'm probably gonna paint Roxy on there or something, just so we all know. Should I? Or should I just leave it the way she did it?
Just leave it like
detail. That. Yeah, right. Look at the detail. Okay, I gotta get my face out of there so I can actually. How do I see what I'm doing? See the detail and the feathering and all that. You know, she's amazing. Look at that.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, Amanda Peters, thank you so much. You rock. Amazing, amazing artist. If you haven't caught her Instagram, y'all, check it out because she's always posting up there her like creations, right? And she's constantly doing something.
Yes, she is.
As well as working on some music with one of your favorite dudes in the music world of all time, right?
Yep.
Bob Daisley. That's right.
Mr. Daisley.
Music coming out with them, right?
Yep.
So let me go ahead and let's see if I got any text from. Okay. Oh, my nephew Jimmy sent me a message. Sent me an image. What is that? He's asking me if this is mine. No, I think that's Grandma's. I'm gonna say, ask Grandma.
Did you?
He's cleaning out the garage. So go ahead.
Did you see the last guitar Rich did send me?
Mm-hmm. Well,
the Bengal Tiger.
I did see that. Yeah, that was on Saturday night, right?
Yeah.
I saw that.
That's
I saw that in
looking
3
guitar.
times speed though. So, and it was funny as hell. It was really funny because that was a long show and I didn't have a lot of time. So for the most part, I could understand what you guys were saying. And let me go ahead and solo you. And I watched that in 3 times speed. That is sweet, dude. Look at that thing. Dude, I'm totally jelly. Look at that. Look at that, you guys.
I do.
All right, I'm going to show off my guitar then. Hold on. Here we go.
I do have to get a black.
Ooh la la. Oh, it's in pieces.
I gotta get a black Vega trim for it because this thing here, you just touch the bar and everything goes completely out.
Wow.
So
why is that, Ron? Can't you fix that?
This is a weird tremolo.
What kind of tremolo?
It's like it's a floating, and it looks like a Strat, but I got the back cover on. You can't
see. That's why I put my microphone up above my head because I get just as good of vocals. I noticed, and you don't have to bump it. You should try it.
This is like a kind of like they took kind of a Floyd and put it on a Fender Strat, and it just doesn't work. So, but I need to get a black Vega trim to go with the rest of the guitar.
Yeah, I agree. Well, so now you agree. If you have a
I mean,
you know, if you have a Strat hole, might as well put a Vega trim in there and make it into a better guitar by far.
I really, I mean, I could route it out and put a Floyd on it, but I don't want to mess up the the paint scheme.
Right. Cool. You know what would be really cool? StreamYard. Here's a tip for you guys if you want to go more pro, you know, because I know you guys are wanting to charge a lot of money from dudes like me and Johnny and whatnot for doing YouTube. Let us move this little name tag thing wherever we want. Like, can I move this thing? Can I move that to that corner? Or move it to that corner? Or make it smaller if I want to? Can I make it my size, how I want it to be? That would be good.
I thought you could do that. And Rich, again, thank you so
I don't know.
much.
Tell me if you can. Johnny's my new John Biel. I'm going to call him like Johnny. The downside, okay, let's see. We got some chat stuff going on here. The downside of having the mic sensitive and far away is having to use headphones. What do you mean? So, you know, I mean, what if you put it above you so it was out of the sight? You know, if you change the arm so it was like, see how mine is like this? It would be like right in front of my face, just like you guys, like that or this or whatever. What if it's like up here? And it's like, you know, pretty close. Like put it way up. One more up.
It won't go any more. I can't.
Oh, yes, you can do it.
Right there. That's
No. Bend the arm. Bend the thing. Bend the arm.
No,
and then push it up.
I did. Look, this only goes.
Oh, see. Yeah, that's what I mean. There you go.
Yeah.
And then can you twist that and turn it around so it's like, you know?
No.
Like turn so it's like look at mine's like up here.
No,
And
if
that way
I do
you can
that,
hold
it's
stuff
over
in
here.
front of you. No.
Mine's voted on the side over here. It's
So
not.
you can't tilt it up even more.
Not unless you want to clear up there.
Yeah, go up as high. How high can it go? I'm trying
to keep the angle on it.
No, who cares about the angle? Just get it up out of the way.
There.
No, see, I hear you. Does everyone hear him? Say something.
How's that sound?
Sounds fine to me. Now you can go like, now hold up a guitar. And you won't bump the mic again. That's the point that I'm making. Oh, now you did something. Oh, okay. It's getting good. There you go. See? But now your name thing's in the way. So, see, StreamYard, I don't know. To me, I would rearrange all this stuff. I would do it so that. See, now when I'm big, it's small, and I can swing guitars around here and not worry about whacking anything. That's how I want to do things. So help us out, StreamYard. Help us out. Anyway, that's all I'm saying. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to complain if there's something to complain about. Anyway, so yeah, let's say hi to the chat. What's up, Magic Man? Ron is always too loud, so it sounds fine. Johnny, you're the one who's always, he almost blew people's ears out that one time. Oh my God. You got to get like one of them compressors set up. That's what we should all be running through like a good compressor, and that way it controls the highs and the lows, right? Anyway, Marcel LeBlanc, what's up? I got to get your package. I got to get everyone's package out. I haven't had time, but I will. I'll probably have time tomorrow. Believe it or not, I will. So another little hint to stuff going on in the and more section of the show is Franklin. You know those straps, Franklin straps?
No, sir.
The soft strap. Do you know about their soft straps? Well, nope. I got another one because I gave the other one that I bought at NAMM to my daughter because I thought it would be cool for her to have. And it's a black denim, but on the back, it's got that rubbery kind of stick on you. Oh my God.
Bless you.
I didn't have time to hit a button or anything. Pardon me. Oh,
are we counting sneezes tonight?
Hopefully not. Hopefully that's it. It's really sucks to be still sneezing after what, week and a half or two. So the Franklin straps, they're really, really nice. Look at that nice leather. There you go. And that's what I'm going to use with the Jeff Beck until I get a custom Jeff Beck one. Or I might have like a star or something, like some stars, like he would have a star or something embroidered on it.
Like a Richie Sambora?
Yeah, I think they both did that. See, there's this picture. Let me see if I can find that picture again. There's this picture of him. I'll look online. Right. It'd be more fun to show a bigger picture on here than Jeff Beck. Jimi Hendrix Strat. Usually wears it with that.
Right.
Oh my God, that's loud. Images. Show me images. All right, let's see. So there's one where he's playing that the reversed headstock. There it is. All right, but he's not playing that. He doesn't have that strap on him there. Trying to find one where he's got it with that. It's kind of like a whitish strap. Anyway, he plays all different kinds of straps, right? But what I'm going for, as you guys know, is he has two different types of strats that he plays live, right? He's got the normal right-handed one, and then he's got one that's like this. Let's see if I can enlarge in that. Oh, I hate these things. Oh, wait. I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to share this now. At least one thing that StreamYard did well is they allow you to do this quick present thing, which I really like. It's a little quicker. There we go. Oh, that's weird. Oh, great. There's a freaking ad, man. So that's what sucks about trying to do any of this stuff. All right. I gotta. Wow, it's just not letting me do it. You know what? Hold on. There. All right. I gotta pick this one. There we go. Hold on a second. Gotta pull that one out. How do I remove? Remove from that. Stop screen. Present screen. Share screen. There, that one. Okay, there we go. All right, now I got to go back again and then actually pick it. It's like too many steps to do all this stuff. All right, you guys see what I'm talking about here? And there's another ad. Go away.
Oh, they're just the Fender, standard Fender strap.
No, that's what he's wearing there. I'm not talking about the strap now. I'm talking about the headstock and the guitar.
Oh, okay.
See how that's set up? So it's basically a normal righty body, but with the reverse neck. Okay, and he's got the Wilkinson, rollerball style. Now, I bought this Fender one, and I'm thinking I should probably buy one of those. And I've been looking at one or two on like Reverb and eBay. Let me show you guys that. Because it looks more like that thing. So let me pull one up here. Get Reverb. Wilkin, not Wiccan. Wookie-san. Strat. What is it? Nut, right? Nut. There's a couple, but like these are and they're expensive. That's the thing, man. Check it out. And this is like a used one. So I got the one from Sweetwater, All right. Oh, what did it jump away from? I was just looking at. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So now it would be cool if they do let you do more than one presenting. Oh, look at that. I dig it. All right. Where is it? Oh, I have to stop the other screen first. Remove. See, that would be nice if they allowed you to present more than one thing at a time. Okay. What do I have to completely... Oh my God, this is so annoying.
Take the chat thing off.
No, that has nothing to do with that. I'm trying to add another screen. Okay, so it made me stop that one. Now I can share. Okay, so I can't share more than one screen at once. That's fine. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. This takes forever. Like click, 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 click. All right, you guys see that? Now, that's typical of what he would use, but it's not the only type he would use. But that's like a classic, like 80s, 90s style. Let's see. Wilkinson roller nut for Strat plus Ultra. Yeah, so there's these ones too. The new old stocky ones. Now I think this is more like what you see him playing, using on that guitar. I have to do like 5 clicks just to get this to pop up. It'd be easier if I could line them up and just go boop, boop, boop. So see that one? See how it has that slope on it?
Yeah.
There on the low E and whatnot, right?
Yep.
Now look at the guitar, the one that he's playing here, and I believe it looks kind of the same to me. Let me go back here. I have to do the same thing again. Stop screen, add a screen, share a screen, click the thing. Where is it? Jeff Beck. Which one is it? that one. Share, and then I have to again click another thing, and then I think it's like 7 or 8 clicks. All right, and then let me go back to this picture here, and then I'll zoom in on this over here. That's the most I can zoom. But see, you could kind of tell that it has that yeah. So, and I think that just makes it a little easier to deal with the lower the lower strings there, right? But this is like a standard one that you would see. This one right here, and these go anywhere from like 120 something to 190 or whatever. They're they're ridiculous prices for a nut, if you ask me. But if you're gonna be a dweeb like me and want to really get the Jeff Beck parts and the Jeff Beck, and these are the noiseless pickups, you probably wouldn't even play these, So if I was gonna go really accurate, I would probably get different pickups, and I might have to do that too eventually. But tonight, what I thought I would do is kind of start setting up the neck on the guitar, and then, like I said, and more, just talk a little bit more about like what my plans are for some of these other pedals that I wanted to build in the future too. So let's say hi to the chat, see what's going on in the chat. But obviously there's also this, there's just that simple, that one, that's the Fender one that you see on his Jeff Beck model that you buy in store, and I could just go with that, but any way you look at it, I'm going to be cutting into that. So if I'm going to be doing this, it's going to be a one shot. See, I got that in the way. See, this thing was in the way. Already dented the headstock now. Anyway, this thing is going to be a one shot.
It's unfinished. You can steam it out if you did. Yeah,
that's true, huh? That's another nice thing about oiling things too, because you could probably even steam something out if it got oiled. If you don't clear it or whatever. So it's got a pretty nice thick. In my mind, they did a nice job on these necks. Look at how thick that rosewood is on there, and that's just raw. It looks good. And when you look down, it looks fantastic. Then I haven't gone across it with the little tester. We can do that. You know how to do this, right, you guys? Stand it up like this. You have your little handy dandy tool from Music Nomad or whoever. What's nice about this is it has the long one, it has the short one, it has the shortest one too, and it has that one too. So you can do all the different sizes. So you can start up here, right? Does it rock? No. I mean, rock and rolls, but it doesn't rock. No rocking. Oh, it went off the edge on that one. All right. Now we can flip it. No rocking. And of course, this is without it on the body yet, but it does matter. Even at this point, right, Ron? Because if there was a rocking in between frets.
Yeah. What made you go with that all parts neck?
Well, I was able to get a Lefty one that looked like it's a actual Fender licensed one. So the shape and everything is really nice. I really was going by some recommendations by others online when it came to building, if you wanted to get a really good quality one, get an all parts one. And so I took a chance on it. It was about $200, so it wasn't super cheap, but it wasn't, super expensive either. And it allowed me, because it doesn't have any finish on it or nothing, it's totally raw, allows me to do the decals under the finish up here and all that, and do the oiled neck if I wanted to and all that. So, and I felt, because it's raw, if I felt like I wanted to shape it some more, I could. Definitely I'm going to round these edges, because it's sharp right here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make it feel like an older guitar. And they didn't really, I mean, they filed these off at the edges a little bit, but they're if you did the sock test, as Phil McKnight calls it, right, the sock test, it would probably get a F or a number 1, right? But what is important is, at this level, there's no fret rock in between the frets here. There's no rocking at all, right? And that's important. because that's what you don't want to have to deal with, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. And the frets look nice. Oop, little rocking? No rocking. So that kind of tells you if you have a well-built neck, right? And this has been sitting in storage, you guys, for a couple years, so it had time to twist or anything like that. If it was going to twist, it was going to twist by now, and there's no twisting happening. So it's a solid neck, I believe. It's not a quarter sawn, and you can tell that by that right there. All right, because if it was quarter sawn, you'd see that at an angle like that, but it seems like it's in pretty good shape. Right, Ron? Am I saying the right things?
Yes.
But it is rock hard maple.
Have you tried the truss rod turning it?
I have not. I could, and it is that style where there it is right there, right? So there's no skunk stripe in there. So if you need to adjust the truss rod, got to do it with the neck off, right? That's the one negative. But that's more vintage style, right? And I like the way they did the inlays, the clay, and then it was made in Japan, right? They know how to make guitars, right? So
yes, God,
it's getting hot in here, man. Summer's coming. I might have to pump some AC into this place.
That's your shingles.
Anyway. No, thankfully, I haven't taken any pain medication, and God, really, since I started to get the cold, since I started to get the flu, and then I have taken some flu medication that has let me go to this flu medication that does have I guess it's got all the antihistamines and all that stuff. But all right, Johnny says hello to everybody. He's been here for a little bit, looks like. So let's now actually look at the chat and say hi to people. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right? Twisting the night away, right? Ian didn't know it either. Magic Man didn't realize it. Okay, I think the only way I'd want to remove the rosewood for that nut is using a CNC machine. No, you can do it. You can do it carefully, I think you can use a jeweler's saw if you want to do it that way. Which I have tools like that. I have some really nice fine, like these Japanese kind of saws. Because when we had our wood shop, I got a bunch of that stuff from my uncle's door shop, I'm not going to go at it with a chisel like Edward Van Halen. I'm not. I promise you. Let's see what Ian's saying. Okay, yeah. Yeah, rocking into the night, right? I didn't go all the way down. Should I go all the way down? Keep going. So I'm just doing this because this is what you all ought to do if you're going to build a guitar, right? From pieces like this. This is what you should do. When you get your stuff, check it out. Make sure it's... I can still go with this one. There we go. And I'm only doing this holding it up so I can show you. Otherwise, I do it on a flat surface, obviously. But there's no rocking in between the frets here. That's the point. In between three, right? You go three at a time. And then now we can go to this one. Nothing. Nice. Perfect. All right. That's a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. And I like how they finished off the bottom edges here. Looks so nice. So what I thought I'd do tonight, because this is going to be a multi-step, multi-stage, multi-part job doing this guitar, right? And I might have to shoot some video for you guys off live, when it's not live, so I can have it controlled space and spraying and all. I don't have like a facility where I can openly do that easily. Maybe I'll figure out something, but anyway. But it's a nice looking neck, right, Peggy? And Peggy, are you here for this? Where did I put it? Do you like Martin guitars?
Gonna win yet again. I tell you what.
Martin guitar strap. It's not a strap. It's a
lanyard.
I don't know. You can lanyard. You can carry your keys around when you're at the pool with the kids. Whatever. And then this is the strap. I'll give away. You know what? I got 2 of these with the strap. I'll give away one of these Franklin stickers as well tonight, and then some picks. You know, I like to do that. The guitar picks thing, the Van Halen ones. So nice black, and I like that buckle. It looks cool too, right? It's like kind of like black chrome kind of a thing. Yeah, very cool. Leather strap on the outside, and the inside's leather. It's kind of like this. Oh, where is it? Right here, like this crushed kind of leather. I don't know what they did. I don't know if they like. No, that's actually a fabric. Okay, but it kind of sticks to you. You know, it doesn't slide as easily. It's not like smooth. You know, so that kind of helps when you're wearing a guitar. It doesn't slip off you. Right. All right, so I'm going to use that on this guitar. I like to have like a strap for each guitar. I don't know why. I'm one of those guys. So Magic Man, you need to buy another strap for a Franklin sticker, right? Well, you could win one tonight. And then let's see who else up here in the chat. Martian Murray. Yeah, I was chatting with Martin, and guess what he got himself for free? You guys are going to be blown away by this stuff. This is going to blow your minds. This is the and more section for those wondering. Okay. Oh, he didn't show it there. Okay, wait. It was in the group. Yeah, the Guitar Nerds group. Okay, here we go. And it is really cool, man. All right, check this out. You know what that is, Ron?
Can't see it.
I know, not yet.
Ah.
Oops.
Nice Vox.
Okay, wait, there we go. I'm trying to set it on top of the laptop edge so it doesn't jiggle around in one hand here. So that is a Vox. It's a 67 Vox Defiant. 200 watt, I think, or 100 watt. Yeah, I think it was the not the Crusader. There was another one that they made. I'm trying to, it begins with a C. They had a lot of this, post-war era kind of names for stuff. Conqueror. Yeah. The Beatles used both the Defiant and the Conqueror. And these were in 67 and later years, in the later 60s, they were coming out with louder solid state amps like this with the cab. Look at the condition of this. This is an actual 1967.
Sweet.
Look at that thing. Look how good it looks. I mean, it almost looks new, right? And the best part, and it's got the original speakers in it. He didn't take a picture of the speakers, but you can see it at the bottom. It's the blue Celestion. I believe I don't think they're the Jensens. They're the blue Celestians. And then here's the picture of it that his friend sent him, that his dad or his father-in-law had a neighbor or somebody who was giving this away. See the sign there? It says gratis. For free.
Can't beat that for free.
Oh my God. These things are worth. People will pay $70 just for this little Defiant logo that's on the edge of the amp right there. So yeah, and then and the guy Lucas is the guy, who had the father-in-law or whatever say, hey, there's this, you want it? And he's like, I don't have space for it. And they were posting about it. And I'm like, what? You don't have space for that? It's like, no, you go get it now. And I told Martin, do you not realize what this is? This is a Beatles era. I mean, they played on these things. They might have even played on that thing. Who knows? Beatles era, amplifier and those tones, and I'm like, man, you gotta get that thing. So Martin got it, and I got a recording of him playing it. You want to hear that? Let me find, where did I put my phone now? Where did I put the phone? God, this is what I do. There's that phone there.
While you're
Where did I
looking
put
for
the
your
other-
phone, I'll show
Oh, I put it
MPN's
next
guitar.
to my. Okay, you do that. I found it. Go ahead and show it. Let me solo you.
Back together.
Okay, lift it up higher
Here's
and
the headstock.
get that microphone out of the way.
That's
That looks nice.
The
I
MPN
like it.
5150.
Nice. The MPN 5150. Look at that. That's killer, dude. It's totally customized. Look at that thing. Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Then on the
I love it.
back here, I did put Cosmo.
Oh, that's cool. That's funny. So that is the Cosmo, right?
Cosmo Kramer.
That's amazing.
So,
All right.
but
So
yeah,
let me.
that's we went over and over certain decals for the headstock. That's what he wanted. He wanted
That
MPN
looks cool.
5150.
It's very 80s. I dig it. Right on. All right, listen to this, you guys. This is Martin. Keep showing that while I play Martin's music here. Or not music per se. It's Martin's probably gonna kill me for playing this, but he says it's loud and clean and sounds. It's got a little fizz, but when you turn it up louder, you don't hear the fizz. He's playing it fairly low. He's playing it fairly low volume right now. Yeah, I was telling him, Piggy, I don't care how you make space for that thing. You find a way to make space for that thing. You do not take that. And if you look online, first off, they're very hard to find that are in conditions that are mostly, if you look them up, should we look one up? Let me show you.
Ahead, look them up.
Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Vox Defiant 67. Okay, let's do that. All right. There was like Vox, I don't know, early JMI. Apparently, let's see.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you, MPN.
Okay. Here's one on Reverb. I don't know. That's a 60s, but it's not that. Okay, here we go. Now here's one in way worse condition. All right, hold on. Let me do the share thing again. This takes a minute every time. Just give me one button. Just a one button share. I want to share this. Boom. There we go. Look at that one.
Thank you, Brian.
Look at the condition that thing's in. For 2,000 is what they're asking for.
Wow.
And that's in the United Kingdom, in Derby, where they have lots of Voxes and stuff. That thing's like all beat up. And right, look at it, torn. I mean, it's all original, but so is this guy's. The one he's got is like it's so much cleaner than this. It's insane. It's like totally clean, but it's identical. Otherwise, I don't know what that's like, a special holder for it. And this one has the original like metal kind of little roller crate or whatever. But yeah, man, these things are classics. And I don't even know if these are the original speakers that are in this one right here. Those might not be original speakers. Yeah, and you can adjust the voltage. Look, from the voltage switcheroo right there. Anyway, amazing that he was able to get that. Let's see. There was some cool stuff on here too. There's like all these people that collect these, you know. Pre-production defined. Oh, I think I saw one like this that's going for like $20,000 or some crazy amount. Pre-production one. So, you know, if you're into some of these old school amps, man, which I am, I think, you know, that's the sound of the early rock and roll, right?
Yep.
Okay, vintage and rare. Let's see what they have to say. Yeah. I know you want to use cookies, but I'm gonna decline. You know, these things are rare, man. So the fact that he got one for free just blows my mind. Yeah. Beatles and Led Zeppelin. The Beatles and Led Zeppelin use, that's a different one than the one we're looking at right now. So there's a lot of, this is the Beatles era kind of thing. And they used it both for bass and for guitars. But I think typically they would use the Conquerors because they were 200 watts because they needed to get louder because there were no PAs back then, right? Metalhead Hippie, what's up, dude? Right on. MPN series. Hey, show him your guitar or his guitar.
He saw it.
Okay, good. What's up, man? Metalhead Hippie's in here. What's up, Hippie? Brian Peterson. Yeah. Yeah, Ron is the real deal holy meal, you guys.
Thank you.
The holy meal. That's funny. Yeah, he was glad. He's super happy to have it. And, you know, I wish I had it. But I'm happy for him. So who else is in the chat here? 22
Michael
people
B.
here. Right on, you guys. Michael B. What's up, Michael B? Dwight Bailey was here earlier. I see him. I think he might still be lurking, probably, right? What's up? What's up, Dwight Bailey, the hitman? I have to hit the other button to get the shot off. Steve Gunner, what's up? Why not use an omnidirectional earset microphone? Yeah, they don't sound as good. You can. I mean, I used to use a plug-in like lapel mic. First NAMM I went to actually use that, and it worked out really well. But like my laptop now doesn't have an input for a mic anymore. Now everything's C, like whatever that C connection is, USB-C. And yeah, everything's like USB now. So I could still use that other mic, and I use that with my phone because back in those days, your phone also had that jack that you can plug into. So everything's gotten fancier but less useful. Isn't that great? Anyway, I'm going all the way to the top. Brian Peterson, what's up, Brian? Yeah, he was saying that. Great job. Okay, I'm at the very top. I'm going to go back to the very bottom, see who else has popped in here into the chat because we got people watching that aren't chatting, but that's all right. GBD guy, what's up, dude? GBD guy. How do I manage carbohydrate cravings as I tried to go full carnivore? What music should I listen to? Metal.
Mozart.
Carnivore diet is a metal diet kind of thing, if you ask me. I don't know. What do you think, Metalhead Hippie? I think Hippie would agree. I don't know. You know, I don't think I could ever go full carnivore. No way, because I like too much other food. I like the old in moderation kind of way of living life. You know, not necessarily everything in moderation, but you know, things in moderation are okay. And drink lots of water. Yeah, you're right about that, Magic Man. And don't put too much salt in that stuff. You know. But yeah, I don't think I could ever go full carnivore. I just saw a really good podcast. I should post it on my Facebook page. One of my favorite other podcaster guys is this guy Steven. He's got this podcast called Diary of a CEO. Super smart guy, young guy, but super smart guy. And he's always bringing on the top of their field type people that he interviews because he's already made his money and he's still doing business and you know, he can't stop himself. He's always coming up with ideas and ways to make money. Good for him. And good for other people too, because it's like he's got into a business doing the matcha thing early on when he found out how valuable and healthy matcha is. And I'm just learning about some of that stuff. I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, you know. And I'm really getting into like the green tea kick. So I'm doing the decaffeinated at night. During the day, I'll drink green teas quite a bit because it's an anti-inflammatory with some like honey, right? Another anti-inflammatory. And there's this doctor. Now, what was his name? Anyway, I'll post it on my Facebook page, on my Music Therapy Labs page on Facebook. And I'll post it on Instagram too, if I haven't already. But I shared it with a bunch of friends. I don't know if I shared it with you, Ron, because you were busy over the weekend with family stuff, I know. And so there's a lot going on there, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but bottom line is it's all about health and using food as medicine. And I think that's not in the sense that you don't need any other medicine at all. This guy takes supplements too and stuff. But the point is that before the pharmaceutical and industrialized, era of our existence here as human beings, as societies and cultures or whatever, as organized peoples living amongst each other, we all think that, being civilized means buying everything that came off a factory floor. And Michael B will probably, probably, Ben Binkman was an excellent regarding eating out, low carbon, insulin resistant. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's great, man. Steven does a great job. And I'm only calling him Steven not because I know him, but because I can't remember his last name because I'm terrible at names. I'm getting better, but anyway. So water with a drop of honey. See, there you go, man. Yeah. Well, see, the nice thing about green teas is that there are some things in these foods, right? Foods as medicine. Berries, for example. I got my sweetie onto using coconut oil as a moisturizer. I've been moisturizing her with the coconut. Okay, now the P. Diddy jokes are gonna come flying, but just don't. Oops. Anyway, there's a lot of antioxidant and antibacterial stuff in coconut oil, and it's great as a moisturizer as well as a cooking, to use it as cooking oil too. So there's a lot of really good natural substances out there in the world that we can be using instead of all the junk that we get out of factories with people, mixing chemicals and practically taking the life out of life, I don't know. Yeah, like truckloads, right? Oh my God. That story, man. My wife can't get enough of this stuff. She likes the gossip stuff. And she's constantly watching like the Harry and Meghan stuff and everything about the Queen and the whole royals thing. And she's always asking me, what's this all about? And I'm like, it's just stupid rich people being stupid and rich. Whatever. It's nothing that I'm interested in. But yeah, they are the movers and the shakers of the world, I guess. Diddy. I was gonna say P. Diddy, but I accidentally said Diddy. All right, I'm going off the rails already. Anyway, so should we do this before this?
Yeah.
Let me show you the rest of these pedals. Hold on, let me show you the other one. So for those that are new here, I've had these pedals for quite a while now, just like the guitars in storage upstairs. Because the plan originally was upstairs, I have this storage closet. It has a window and everything, and I was gonna use that and make that the Music Therapy Labs Guitar Mods Squad. And you guys would be the squad, like Ron is part of my squad. Because I don't know, I didn't build guitars. I'm not like learned luthier or anything. But I still think with the right information and taking your time and using the right tools, you can do it. And I've seen Phil McKnight, tell people, hey, you can get parts for like doing a setup on a guitar from a dollar store. And he goes through, you can look that up, Phil McKnight, dollar store guitar, setup parts or tools. He even like recommends to get like some little like, sewing box or little whatever you call it, kind of like a
tackle box,
fishing tackle box or whatever to put all your tools and parts and stuff into. But so here's the Flying Pickle pedal that, I should pull it back off so you can see her signature. To Laz from Amanda Peters. Amanda, you rock. Where's Uncle Raymond when you need him? See, she even put the date. 1/1/23. That's right. So that's going to be the Flying Pickle pedal board. It is originally a Stu Mac. Make sure it doesn't have my address on here. Well, that's when I ordered a bunch of them all at once. Anyway, so this is going to be the fuzz pedal. It's originally what's known as the Stu Mac Sun Fuzz pedal. And I could probably either use those stickers or maybe just not. Maybe I'll just do kind of like what Jams Pedals does, like just puts a V for volume, T for treble, I don't know, that kind of style, right? So I've got that here. And then I have the Maximus tremolo that she did for me.
Uncle Ray was here.
You guys remember Maximus, right? Some of you guys, let me follow me here. Maximus was more kind of blue, gray, green kind of. Oops. Tremolo. And then I dropped this one when I was there. See, I dented it, so it's already road worn. And in the picture here, it doesn't look like the right color. It's kind of more like a kind of like Maximus was kind of like a bluish, grayish, greenish. Yeah. So there's Maximus, and then there's the signage on that one too. Picked it up at the same time. Amanda Peters 1/123. And so that's a tremolo, and that's a really cool tremolo. Let's see, what does it say here? It's the
Greasy
Stu Mac. It's the fan. Sorry, couldn't even hit a button in time. Just jumped up on me like that. Sorry about that, you guys. So it's this one. I have to solder all this stuff. So all these things are separate parts, you know. So that's why I got this, to hold it so I can do it more easily. So I, have something to help me when I'm putting it together. And then the other one is the Limon Delay, right? Okay, so another Stu-Mac kit. And Stu-Mac, they do quality stuff. So if you guys recall, Limon was yellow. Of course, Limon. And he was the last one we had. Limon Delay. It's so cute how she kind of had it roll over to the edge like that. Limon. Very artistic. What I love about Amanda is, she's not like trying to make everything fit just right. It's an art. Limon. Right? So now these will have to go on some kind of a special, what I'm going to call the Flying Pickle pedal board. And they're going to go up on that top rail so you can see all this, right? And I'm not going to have them squeezed next to each other. I want people to be able to see them. So that'll be cool. And then I have, like I said, I have the, where did I put it? Over here. And I have the build your own clone or clon or whatever. But they do all kinds of pedal clones. Let me drink some water. Oh, God. In the evening, too, the cold thing kind of gets you, right? So this is an analog chorus. And there we go. All the parts in there. And you know what, Rod? I'm going to go to you for a second. Let me clear my throat.
He's going to clear his throat. Again, thank you, Rich. Love the looks of this thing. And Greasy. Thank you. I guess it'll be here tomorrow.
What will be here tomorrow? You guys
Greasy.
hear me snorting?
Yeah.
Oh,
You forgot to hit the cough button.
It's funny.
Greasy has sent in another guitar.
Nice.
And if it gets here tomorrow, and we do it, Johnny and I do a show, I'll show it tomorrow night.
Right on. That sounds like fun, man. Yeah, she does a great job, right, Peggy? Yeah. Greasy Monkey. Saying hi to Peggy. Oh, backstage recording. What's up? Okay, let's see. Did you see Amanda's Ronnie James Dio guitar? Yeah,
yes.
Of course. Should I show that? Let me show you guys her work, you guys. Let's go check her out on Instagram. Do I have to log in and stuff? I haven't logged in on my. Oh, okay, it should automatically log me in. Log in automatically. Let me in. Oh, security code. What? By the authenticity app. What? Hold on. Okay, enter a 6-digit login code generated by an authentication app. So how do I know what the code is? What? Okay, hold on a second. Did they send me? You know what? That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just going to show it like this. All right, let me see if I can find it. Well, that's some of her pictures. Wow, there's not 27 posts. What do you mean 27 posts? No. Gotta be more than 27 posts. All right. That's weird. Does she have like another? Oh, wait a minute. I know. No. Yeah, because she's just Miss Detroit. So, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Because I used to see like a lot of her posts. She used to have lots of posts. Like literally hundreds of posts.
Hello.
Oh, that's Mike. That's somebody else. That's Mike. Oh my God! I gotta turn it down. All right, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna put Amanda Peters and see what happens.
Excuse me.
She was showing me some other stuff that she did. Do you guys see this?
Oh.
I don't know if I'm supposed to show this. Don't
That's
get mad at
pretty
me,
cool.
Amanda. And they have another one. That's
I was
really cool.
talking with her last week.
They did some Star Wars kind of stuff. And you guys saw this when she did the Brian May Blue Moon guitar. And then she's got like a, see how that is lighting up the lights? See, it's moving it around. That's crazy. Like the artsy stuff that she comes up with. I don't even know how she comes up with some of this stuff. I'm gonna cough again. Go to Ron.
So I guess I'm your coffee break, huh?
Go on.
So,
And I'm back.
Laz, you guys try one of these Tease guitars.
Oh, I sent her one of these too, you know. Well, I didn't send it to her. I gave it to her in person when we went to that forum show. Anyway, maybe it's because I'm. Yeah, no, I should have it on there. Anyway, she's amazing. So.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Very much
so. I wanted to do something with the Jeff Beck guitar today, so let's do that before we end the show. What do you say? So now the body came with, if you could tell, the screws with the right through it like that, right? And this has no holes in it. So I thought I would fit it on there. What do you say, Ron? I think I should do this live right here with everyone watching.
What you trying to do?
Taking the all parts sticker off. See how the neck, the heel here has no holes, right?
Yep.
But we can fit it in here and drill. What do you say?
I'd make sure it fits first, then mark it.
Yeah, right. So we got to pull off these screws. So you guys want to see me do that?
Go for it.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to do it without that gun thing that you guys have. It's too fancy for me. Just going to unscrew it like this. And right now, you can practically push this. There we go. We can just push them right out, right? This one, I do have to unscrew a little bit. Now, I don't know how would you do it, Ron, when you set a neck. How do you do it?
Measurements. You get a nice pair of digital calipers and make sure it's going to fit in there first.
You don't just eyeball it.
No. If you're going to do that, you might as well do it on a bed.
Oh. I'm going to go take this to the bed. Well, I do have calipers. All right, now this has this like micro adjust thing, and I gotta back that out. You know what I mean?
Those are actually pretty nice.
Does this fit in there?
Does the neck have the metal piece for that?
Good question. This is there.
No.
And
the
this
back,
is,
the
does
neck.
not have that brass thing. Now, I've heard from others that these things are not really that great to do because you're taking the necks like flat against the body. What do you call it? Out of the picture. Sustain could be affected, is what I'm trying to get.
If you're going to shim the body that way, then the best thing to do is don't use it if you don't have the metal part on it, because all it's going to do is just puncture into the neck and not really do anything.
Yeah.
But if you have to shim it, you can buy shims that take up full space, so there's still 100% contact.
Now, what I'm finding out here is even backed off all the way, it's still sticking up. Let's see. Let's see. This is like a pickup height thing, so that kind of shows us 0.08. More than that, actually. It's at about
Does it have the 2 screws right there on the ring on the inside that you can take it off? No, the other side.
Well, it's kind of like this.
Yeah, does it have the 2 screws in there? Oh,
no,
pressed in. Okay,
it's pressed in. I'm kind of like of the mind, honestly, to not use this. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Well, without the right thing on the neck, no, I would not use it.
Right. I mean, I could, you know, put one in there, but okay. It uses a hex or Allen key. I'm not gonna want to use it, to be honest with you. So I'm popping this thing out of here. I just have this feeling like it's gonna rob it of sustain. So in the chat, what do you guys think of my theory here? And Ron, what do you think of my theory?
Well, if you're going to take it out of there, you're going to have an opening. At least right now, It's still going to be contacted to the bottom of the neck, the back of the neck.
But it will be at that one point. You know what I mean?
Well, you took the center piece out, though, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing really sticking out.
Nope.
Okay, then don't worry about it.
Right. So I'll show you guys what I did. So I removed this. I can get this in here. Here we go. So I removed this. Also, I removed this out of there.
I can't believe that they used a press in. They used to have when it had 2 little wood screws in it.
That's kind of like what you would see for like legs or something in a piece of furniture for something not as important as this, but you know, it would still work. So now it's missing from there. So there is that hole there now. Now, all I would really need to do is just stick a dowel in there. I wouldn't even necessarily need to glue anything in there, but you know, it would be good not to have something rattling. So maybe just with some wood glue, I can stick a dowel in there, and then you'd have that hole, but it wouldn't do anything, right? So now we got that. Now I'm going to fit the neck into the pocket, see how it fits. You guys want to see that?
Let's see that.
I'm going to have to get the camera. Uh-oh, just knocked over. Oh, I knocked over Phil McKnight's whatchamacallit. This is how I do it. This makes no sense at all, I know, but I'm doing it this way. There you go. How's that? So now,
Steve, you could try 3 different things. You can try Goobigon. You can use alcohol, like 96% alcohol, and
somebody
then
has a question?
lighter fluid.
Oh, sticker gunk off the logo on the back.
Yeah.
On the beat up cheap Epiphone. Okay.
Yep.
I would probably use the Goobigon last because that's the most strongest kind of if it doesn't work out right kind of thing, right? So what I was thinking about doing is just taking the drill,
Just run it through and poke it. Yeah.
and just poke it like this.
I would get a drill bit. You have the ones with the point?
I have one that's like this.
I can't see it. It doesn't have the. You're too close. That's not the kind I'm taught. You know the one they got like the little
They got
point
like a little tip, but
Yeah.
this is practically brand spanking new,
that fit in there tight.
and it
you
actually
go.
is almost too tight for the hole. So that's why I got this smaller one. But yeah, I know which ones you're talking about.
You're welcome, Steve.
I'm just kind of going round and round a little bit. Now, I could use the drill, but then it would actually cut in there. We don't want to do that. All right, let's see how that marked it. Okay, it's got a pretty good little, point spots there. And I'm probably going to take the sticker off.
Yeah.
Because that will lift it.
And
So
also, after you drill the hole,
Uh-huh.
before you put the screws in, put wax on the screws. Candle wax.
So I'm using a razor blade here of sorts, like a utility knife blade, but I just wrap some blue tape around it so I can hold it. Right. Now, if you wanted to clean this off properly, you could use the glue Gone. Right? Or what do you say, alcohol?
You can use the strong alcohol or lighter fluid even.
All right, we'll stick this on the top of the neck right here, temporarily.
But what you could do is put that neck back on.
I could put it in here.
Well, put the neck back on.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
and
go
then,
ahead.
well, and stick the drill bit through, and just tap the drill bit with a hammer to get in there. That way, make sure you're holding it center in the hole.
Yeah. Well, I do see where the pokes are, and they're pretty substantial.
Okay.
I could stick this right here. Look.
There you go.
Right there, like that. So I don't know if you could see the pokes, but let me give you a little closer. See that one right there?
Yeah. Okay.
Let me get the shine on here a little better.
And remember, put either chapstick or wax on the threads of the bolt screws when you put them in.
Can I use like scented candle wax?
Yeah, doesn't matter.
All right,
Seriously.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to be funny. So you should be able to see this one right there.
Yep.
And then there's going to be another one right.
Why the wax, Steve? It's that way it doesn't split the wood. It allows when you drill into wood the first time you put a screw in it, put wax on the screw.
And then there's one right there. Okay. Now, you know, another way to kind of make it obvious is you get like a leaded pencil or some kind of, it doesn't have to be a lead pencil, but just a pencil, right? I'm trying to find one. I know I have them here somewhere.
Yeah, it lets the screws go in easier for the first cut, you know, when you're first putting them in, and keeps it from splitting the wood.
I know where I have one. Oh, I thought I had one in there. I guess not. Okay, let's look back here. I got
But you only need to do that when you just drill a hole and it's the first time you use it.
Oh, thought I had one. Oh, okay. I can use this one here. Well, there we go. Okay. That'll work. So even though the bit will find it, you know, this is where it is. The other one right here. The other one's right here. The other one's right here. Okay. So now you also want to know how far you don't want to drill, right? How do you do that, Ron? You know.
Well, you take, if you use a drill press, you can set the drill press. If you use a block, the drill block, you can use tape on the blue tape on the drill bit.
Right.
So you only want to go down no more than halfway that neck.
Right. So you want to look at what the length of the with the plate.
Yep.
Is sticking out. So we're going to start with one of the bottom ones here. Okay.
Okay, now just measure that. Or the best thing to do is set your drill bit you're going to use
exactly to that, or a little less than that.
Set it right there, and then mark it with blue tape.
I'm going to go below it. There we go. So I'm going below it some. And I'm not using blue tape. I'm using black tape on a black drill. Does that make any sense?
As long as you don't go past it.
Right. Now, a drill press is ideal for what reason, Ron?
It holds everything directly straight.
Holds it all directly straight, right.
But they do sell the drill blocks for like $8 that would sit on the back of the neck flat, and you're able to drill straight down. It's got like 6 different sizes on it. That
I
keeps
could do it
straight
that way. Okay. Or I could just.
Do you have a 1, 2, 3 block?
No. I'm doing this with rudimentary tools. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to slide this on there. Okay. Because I'm going to let the body, in a way, the holes in the body be kind of a guide.
Oh, you can't.
I can't see it.
Yeah, you can't do it now.
I would have to do it by measurement that way then. All right. So then I'm gonna do it.
Make sure you're
I do a lot of drilling. I'm gonna look at it from this way. I'm gonna look at it from that way. I'm gonna look at it from this way. And I'm gonna go really slow. I'm gonna go on the number. Excuse me. The number 1 setting. Not the number 2 setting. Okay. And I used to have a drill that had like a bead on it. You know what I mean? Like a yeah.
You need to pull the neck closer.
I'm kind of not liking using this color tape. Can't really see it.
That, and we can't see your camera moved.
What? Oh, my camera moved?
Yeah.
That's funny. Let me get this tape off here. Yeah, I think the blue tape or even like yellow tape or something. You know, I'll use white tape. Hold on a second. I got some white tape here. Hold on. Let me readjust the camera too. Oops. Second.
Good one, Peggy. Peggy says you didn't want to see you mess up.
Yeah, I didn't want to see myself mess up either. So I have this around the studio a lot because, you know, marking stuff, it goes on and comes off easy. If I remember correctly, it was about there. All right, let's do it the prepper way again. I'm going to do it this upper horn here. Stuff keeps dropping. Okay. So that's about, yeah, it's about, I'd say it's about almost an eighth. So it's right about to there.
Okay.
Right. I'm comfortable with that. All right, here we go. Get ready for the noise, guys. Or should I do?
Wait a minute. Before you go any more, wait.
Yeah.
That drill bit is not too big for the screws, is it?
No, I did check it.
Okay.
Oh, you know what this one is? You were right. Thank you so much for saving me, Ron. Because this was a bit that I was originally going to use, but I realized it's too big. Because it went like, doesn't barely, just fits in the hole. It's like really tight. But I'd rather go with this one, which is.
Yeah, you want one so the screws are still going to bite. Because I was
definitely,
I was looking at the hole right there and I was like, that's kind of big.
You're right. Okay. Thank you for saving my butt there. Shoot me. All right. Ron just saved the day big time. Otherwise, I'd be having to fill those holes. Waiting for the glue to dry. And doing it again. This is why I'm doing this live with you guys, because, you know, when you're doing stuff like this live, it's a little, you're distracted easily. Because you're coughing and you're all these things. Now, I've already eyed it. I'm eyeing it now because I kind of remember where it was at. Yeah, that's pretty good. Right about there. Okay, there we go. A lot more easy to see that than the black on the black, right? And we're almost there with this one. It's like just a 16th away. Okay, get this straight. There we go. And you know, if you're wanting to do like a more super pro job, like what Ron is saying, probably would be a good idea to use drill press, right?
Yep.
Let me get this better light. I'm pretty good with tools. I've been working with tools all my life, so I'm not like afraid of. I could feel it if it's going offline, like right there. It kind of looks pretty good. But that's something that you can feel, right? When you're hand drilling, you can feel it.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty good with a hand drill. like that. I've been using them all my life. Okay. Next one. And I'm holding this stable because this is rocking, because it does have a radius to it, right? Looks pretty good to me. And the next one. If I was drilling deeper than like hardly a quarter inch, I think a drill press would be wise, because then your angle really is going to make a difference. Even though it does make a difference here too, I don't think it's going to be like, that super crucial, because you're only going so deep. I mean, the angle is going to matter a little bit, but it's more that.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Laz.
Yeah.
Put your drill bit next to that screw. Okay.
It went way deeper.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Your white tape needs to be up by the tip of the screw.
I think it slid.
Because you're not. I mean, you're only going in there a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this again. Here we go. Oh, no. Is it sliding? I don't know. Okay. Better?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Let's pull that off. Slid right off like that. All right. And I'm going to mute myself while I vacuum this for you guys.
Yeah, that first hole, I started looking at that, and I thought, that looks like it's just as big as the screw. I've never tried an all parts neck. The next neck I would like to try is one from FU Tone, because I have heard good things from them.
Man, they know what they're doing too. Adam. Oh, Rob? Is it Rob or Adam?
Adam.
I know. That's an old joke. All right. There you go.
Brent's got a good idea to make sure your screws aren't too long, since you bought them separately.
Well,
just put it back through there, then it doesn't come above the body, does it? The screw doesn't go above the body, does it?
How do you mean? Oh,
look, yeah, it's not above the body.
It's more than, it's a good 3/16.
Okay, you're good then.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and do this right. All right, so we're just trying this on. We're not putting it on for permanently right now, you guys, just because I have to do finish work on this and all that, right? Oops. Oh, I hit this. All right. Probably just dented one of the frets.
Can be fixed.
No. Can you guys see this? Is the angle good?
Yeah.
What am I grabbing that for? Okay. Well, actually, I should have pulled these out and let the neck slip in there. Right? There we go. Yeah, it did have a nice fit. The neck did. I'm not going pink on you this time. I'm going limon yellow. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I go a little at a time on each one. How about you, Ron? How do you do it?
Yeah. You don't want to just. Oh, wait. You didn't put any wax on them.
Oh my God, you're in the wax. Okay. You know, this isn't the. Okay, I'll go get the wax.
Well, I mean,
No, I'm totally distracted being on, live. So you're absolutely right. Let me go get the wax. All right, entertain the troops, Ron. I'll be right back.
When you're going into a hard maple, most times the screws are a bargain screw that holds the neck on. So when you go with the wax on a new drilled hole with a new screw, well, it doesn't matter if the screw is new or not, but the hole's new in fresh wood. You want to coat. Just take the screw itself, run it over wax, get wax all in the threads. Does two things: helps it go in the wood easier, the hard maple, and because it's easier. If you have some of the cheaper screws, what will happen is it will go in. If you don't use the wax, go in. If you use the real little bit and a real little drill bit, and you're trying to put a bigger screw in it, what will happen is it might snap the head of the screw off. And then you're screwed.
Sorry.
Literally. So.
I didn't mute myself when I left.
That's all right. So the wax does good. And if you use scented candle wax, it makes it nice.
It's sexier even.
Yeah. When you first start playing guitar, you're like,
Where is that thing? Where is it? That's the one. All right.
Yeah, just run it. Just dig her right across there. Pull it right across. There you go. That's it.
Okay. 1, 2. And this is dry wax. It's not hot wax. And it's not like what I used to put on my surfboard, the sex wax. all the teenager surfers had to use the sex wax. All right, there we go. All right. Go to the point where I feel a little tension. Oh, I put it on upside down. Okay, better?
There you go.
See a little better?
Yep.
And this is kind of what Leo had in mind back in the day. Have a guitar that was modular in a way, You can change the necks out, change parts out. Not that you couldn't do that on a... Well, I guess that was the only guitar at that time that was doing that, right? Because everything else was like set neck.
Yeah.
Classical instrument style. He had the first bolt-on kind of thing, right?
Notice you don't hear any creaking.
Right, there's no creak.
Yep.
It just stops.
Wax works wonders.
That's nice. I think I'm going to have to do that when I put the Flying Pickle 5150s. Still haven't done these yet. Where's the camera?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Because I'm going to put the bomber on that thing. All right. Looks pretty good. Make sure I got tightenage everywhere. Tight. And Type. Ta-ta. Where's that thing? That's the wrong one. All right, so we got that done. And basically, again, until you get strings on it, you don't really know, do you? If it's going to be right for it.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. Oh, I should show you guys what I'm doing. I'm going to move this back. I'm going to move this off of here. That's what I love about having these little weird looking like little flexi leg thingies. I'm going to stick it anywhere. There we go. How's that? Whoa. Whoa. We're back. All right, so there we go. Neck on a guitar. Yeah, that thing's bright. Let's get that out of there. It's a little too far. How's that?
There you go.
So we got the lefty side, right? Or right-handed, but left-handed, oppo, whatever you call it. I don't know. It's
Reverse
the
headstock.
Jimi Hendrix, reverse headstock, kind of Jimi Hendrix inspired. Jeff
You
Beck
did buy tuners for a left-handed neck, though, right?
I did, yeah. And I bought
Okay.
Schaller. I spent money on this thing. All the parts for this. Actually, adding all up, the parts costed about $1,100
Wow.
for everything on this thing. Because this is original body. It's an original pickup set too, all wired, ready to go. Just got to hook it up to the old output jack, right? So that's going to go like this.
Have you seen the Strat output jacks that are reversed?
No.
It's kind of neat, actually. Instead of going in the body, it's humped up over the body.
And this is what I was curious about, if all the holes are lined up perfect, and it is. So everything's perfect. There we go.
There you go.
So it's going to be like. So next step, or part 2 of this whole thing, is, I guess, just setting some strings on here and see if the height and everything is going to work with the bridge properly, right? Before I start doing any finish work or anything on the neck. So next week, we'll do putting the tuners in, right? We'll set it all up, unfinished, make sure it's all like working properly, right?
Yep.
Where it's got like a nice setup and all. And then, I don't know if you guys know this about, let me go and pull this up before it probably falls out. You know what that's for, right? A lot of people don't. Why is there that little plastic, that little cover right there? Right? So, oops. Damn.
Well, there's the neck again.
So those booms, I'm telling you, when I get that mic set up, it's going to be up above and out of my way, because I don't want anything in front of me here. I want to have freedom. Anyway, so who knows what that's for? Let's see in the chat. Magic Man, you can't say, because you know. It's so the sprawling don't see. You had to blow it for everybody, because I know you know. You're gonna tell everyone. Hey, what's up, Mark Taft? I can see the advantage of bolt-on neck, but I can also see the reason for neck through body. Yeah, totally, dude. Sustain and all that, right? Now, you guys understand why I didn't want to have that micro tilt adjustment thing there. I'd rather use a wood shim or something at the back part that goes totally flush with the body, so that if I do need to tilt it, right, this way or that way, it's going to be something like Stu Mac quality, right? A sliver of wood, so that you're having the neck is resting flush against the body.
100% coverage.
100%, rather than on this little thing, this little BB. I just think that's going to rob sustain. That's just my prediction. And then of course, you've got this whole thing going on here that's stealing that all away too, right? But still. All right. Got a cough.
The giveaway should have been how many times he coughed.
All right. Oh yeah. Let's do the giveaway again. All right. So let's do the giveaway, but I like how it feels. It feels solidly in there. It's not moving at all. I'm pulling on it right now. So I have felt
that's for OnlyFans.
Right. I have felt necks in a pocket tighter than this one, to be honest. But OnlyFans again.
Dang it, Peggy's gonna win yet again. I tell you what.
Where is it? But bottom line is I do like the feel of this neck. It's a really nice feel. And I like that it's just raw. But I'm definitely gonna probably put some finish on it inside the body here. Like the oil finish throughout, just so you protect that wood. You're gonna be doing that on the fretboard anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
But before I do that, I'm gonna round the edges, round these frets. So if you guys want to watch me do that, I can go ahead and do all that stuff with you guys live here, right? Probably would be better to do that with it off the body too. So before we do any of that, we'll go ahead and next week put the pick guard in, set it all up so that we can test how it sounds and how the setup is, with string height and all that stuff, right? And then another thing that we could do is, like you're saying, to really measure out things properly, make sure that nut groove, how we're going to be cutting that with that Wilkinson thing, how it fits. And so this is a problematic thing that if I'm going to go with the one that I already bought, where'd I put that thing? Oh, right here. So I'm going to use this one. That takes up less space than, say, that Wilkinson one. So I kind of want Johnny's opinion on this, Johnny.
Oh, hey.
What do you think? Do you think I should get the... Let me pop it back in here. Let's see. I'll get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. Get rid of... I'll just put that. Go ahead and remove that.
What's going on?
Put this on. Guitar.
Hey, Peggy.
So the one that I have already here is the standard Fender LSR kind of roller nut that you see on the. Oops. That you see. I'm going to mute you for a second.
I know. What the F, man?
Pardon me. I should have muted myself, too. I'll bring you back now. So this is the one that you see on the Jeff Beck models that you can buy now from Fender. Okay. What you can't buy from Fender is one that has this nut in it. And what you can't buy from Fender is one with the Oppo headstock Jeff Beck setup with the Wilkinson in it. So I'm thinking if I really want to make it a proper Jeff Beck one, I should order this thing. Or maybe not even that one.
That looks like that's almost the size of a locking nut from a Floyd.
Mm-hmm. See how it's different how they do the roller thing? The roller is on the front and the back end. You can see it, right?
Yeah.
Whereas these ones have this ball bearing thing. And there's two ball bearings that they ride in between on.
Two questions.
And when those wear, it's more of an issue. Yes, Johnny. Shoot with your questions. Oops.
Will either one of those fit?
No.
Am I blurry?
No. Yeah, you are a little bit. None of them fit the nut slot presently, so I'm going to have to machine that or cut that out properly. None of them do. So this is going to be tricky. So once it's done, once you do that to the neck, you got to make sure everything's right, because you got to have, where it's coming through this, right? It's got to be that proper distance. Correcto?
My suggestion is that you would have somebody do that.
I'm thinking about that too. That might be another idea, because I do know some luthier people.
I mean, we would love to sit here and watch you do that. I mean, that'd be fun.
Well, I mean, honestly,
you would ruin that $200 neck.
Yeah, right. Would that be fun? You want to see me do
I mean,
that?
it's already backwards.
Okay, people vote. It's already
Vote
backwards.
now.
It's already broken. It's backwards. No, I think I can do it, because I do have some woodworking skills, and I do have a variety of tools.
That is true.
I do have tools for that. And I'll do a little research between now and next week. And maybe next week what we'll do is live on camera, I'll cut that nut hole out.
You have a router?
Dude, just setting up a router so it's not going to, holding this in place. No, I think I'm almost better off using, something that I could either file it down, just slowly file it down the right size. Something like that.
Yeah,
I do have these like planers. I have all kinds of planers and all kinds of
I have
files.
a neck jig that you can use a router with, and it keeps it straight.
Yeah. You would have to, the neck would have, the problem with this, you have to have the neck clamped onto something so stable.
Mm-hmm.
And then the router itself would have to be so super stable. It'd have to float right over that perfectly, right? And then you got the frets that are in the way. So you have to have some kind of a jig over that. So just the setup of that with a router would be like just ridiculous. Yeah, Dremel tool, right, Peggy? Hold on, I got to cough again.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't do that myself.
Johnny's like, don't do it, Laz. Don't do it. But that's why I'm doing this stuff. I want to see if I can do it.
Yeah, but you ruin a neck that's $2. That's not $200.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try my best not to ruin it.
The thing is, though, Laz does have woodworking skills. That's what he does.
I do. That's
he's not an actual music therapist. You guys.
No, I'm not. I don't actually.
Although that is the dream. That is the
dream. I
am
studied a little bit on it, but yeah, you're right. That is my.
But
dream.
he does.
Dremel.
He does build like doors and windows and
and cabinets. I've built furniture, you guys. I actually I've built custom furniture. I do very high level stuff, but I don't do this kind of precise stuff. Like I've never done an inlay, so that's something else I want to do in the future. Like I want to do the crafty guitar stuff, and I have enough tools and enough know-how with how wood functions, like how it can split and crack and all those things, right? So I do understand like what Ron was telling me. Oh, no, wait, the wrong size bit. Wait, no. Put the wax on the screw. So all those little tips. My throat is definitely dying. I think my voice is over. So that's it for tonight. You have a good chance of doing a good job on it, I think, says. Okay. Yeah. I try not to rush it. I take my time on stuff. I'm pretty patient.
Are you just going to give Peggy the stuff?
No, I'm going to do that. I was just going to say, I think we should end it with the giveaway, right? So, Johnny, let me show you what just so you see in the end what I'm looking to make here. So, oops, did it do that again? Okay, hold on. There we go.
Holly, what's going on?
I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one.
Holly.
I think you've seen this picture before. I've shown other ones before.
45.
But this is what I'm going for. Is that the one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay. That thing.
How you doing?
Hold on, let me click it over here. Add the stage. There we go. So that's what I'm going for right there.
Cool, man.
And I've got the Spurzall locking tuners. I've got but he's got
that guitar looks like a real light pink color.
Yeah, that's exactly the Olympic white, or I think that's what it is. I've got the Jeff Beck body, so I actually paid money for the body to be the proper Jeff Beck body color. So if you look at it with this,
I have the guitar strap.
oh cool. I have some of those Fender ones too.
I've got.
I want to get a different one.
But I've got vintage ones.
Oh, that's cool, man.
I've got old. But I used to collect them
Oh,
years
nice,
ago.
dude.
But they're
Well,
all.
you know,
in
my
a
birthday's
box.
right around the corner, Johnny.
I know. I know. I heard about that.
You heard about that, yeah. Yeah, some of you guys don't know. I invited Johnny to my birthday party because it's his birthday too.
I know. I'm kind of busy that day.
Because you're the father of many chickens.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you can. If you can make it, that'd be cool.
No, I can't. I'll
You
just say
can't.
it.
Oh.
No, I can't.
You're already telling me now? No.
No.
All right.
Sorry.
As a matter of fact, we're gonna have a pretty full house at his. My sweetie's already like freaking out. Like, how many people did you invite? I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's gonna be fun. Huh?
You invited all your friends?
No, not even close. The funny thing is, dude, if I invited all my friends, like people that I would actually enjoy to have at my birthday party, I'd have to have like, I couldn't even do it. I'd have to like get like, God, I'm trying to even think, where would I fit all these people? Remember the Hungarian festival that we had? Kind of like that.
I do remember that.
Kind of like that. I know a lot of people. I have a lot of friends. I'm very blessed to have a lot of friends. But I think that's something that you build that up, right? You have to build that up over life. By the time you get to my age, 59, I'm going to be 59 in like 3 weeks, guys. By the time you get to that age, you ought to have a good 1,000 or so real friends, right? Anyway,
Not in this business.
well, that's why I'm not fully. That's not why I'm fully 100% in the business, because I don't want to lose all those friends. All right. Anyway, but yeah, I could consider this guy kind of a pseudo friend. I mean, we're online friends, but somebody like him, we've had some conversations over the phone and stuff like that, and we're friendly. I mean, we get along great. Anyway, but five or less real friends. Nah, man, Holly, I have people I don't talk to for like, sometimes I don't talk to them for like a month or even a year, and we're like, dude, what's up? Oh my God, it's like just like yesterday, and then you're visiting and all that. So there are friends like that. There are people that you talk to every day almost, like Johnny and I probably talk at least 3 or 4 times a week, or chat or whatever. Right? Yeah.
More than that.
Maybe. Well, Mondays always.
Mondays.
Thursdays for sure, but then
I
before
go up
Thursdays,
there.
and sometimes Tuesdays, because you do Tuesday shows, sometimes one day, almost every day. We're like best friends, dude. Did you know that?
Are we?
I'm Johnny's first best friend. It's true. Anyway, I'm sure Johnny has many.
Yeah. And no, Holly, I'm actually spamming the chat. I have a wrench. I can do that.
I do allow it. And he lets me do it in his chat too, which is really nice. So, by the way, go check out Johnny's show because he's got some fun stuff.
I have a premiere starting in 5 minutes. It's
right.
only it's like 5 minutes long.
So let's end it.
Just open another window, jump over
Everybody,
there.
go over there and
hi,
raid
drop a
Johnny Bean's
comment.
show.
Yeah, let's raid the Johnny Bean show right now.
Put Glass Raid in the Johnny Bean show, and that'll be fun. All right, let's do the giveaway. What do you say? Before it's too late. All right, let me go back to this Jeff Beck thing. I'll do it over here. Let's see. Oh, we should use the one that everyone in the chat right now gets to be in it because they're still hanging on here. What's that one called? The StreamYard giveaway tool. StreamYard usually shows it right away.
Mm-hmm. I just Google
here it is.
StreamYard giveaway. Sometimes you have to go through their article and click on the link.
Yeah.
But I haven't done a giveaway in a while. I'm giving the giveaways a break because last year I spent $1,000 in shipping.
Dude, it's crazy, isn't it? That's why I'm using that shipping.com thing. All right, you guys don't have to put anything in. It's collecting the comments as we speak. There's 11 entries already automatically. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I can just go ahead and show you like that. I can show it like this. Let me go and zoom in on that. All right, and then I'll give you guys a 10 count. I'll go ahead and do the media asset countdown here. All right. 5 or less friends. There we go. Peggy is the winner. Oh, it's Brian Peterson. All right, Brian Peterson. Oh my God, I'm coughing all over. Okay, Brian, if you're here in the chat, if you're still here in the chat,
I think he went to bed.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
All right, we'll spin again. We'll give him 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3.
But remember, you got like a 10-second delay here.
All right.
There's actually more like a 20-30 second delay.
Oh, okay. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 14.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, spinning.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. All right, we're going to do it again. We're going to spin again. We're respinning.
Okay, and the actual winner is
Ian in Indy. I see he's there. All right. Ian in Indy. Congratulations. He is here.
Ian in Indy win.
Ian in Indy won. Ian in Indy is the winner. All right.
He
so
actually
is it
had
Indy's
2
channel?
chances because he's in here under 2 profiles, which is what we
Ian-
suggest.
Yeah, we suggest that. Ian's channel, or is it Ian in Indy? All right. All right, you know what to do, but if you don't know what to do, send this guy, this crazy guy, because he likes giving away stuff.
That is you.
Okay. This info is all in my description, by the way.
Actually,
Let's make it easier. Ian, message me. Just
No, don't
message
do
me your info, and I'll send it to him.
Send it to me. You can send it to Johnny too if you want to. All right.
Actually, I have his info. He's won many
All right.
times.
Are you sure it's the same Indy? Because this is Ian in Indy.
It's the same guy.
Isn't that that guy from Walking Dead?
Hell yeah! Because he's
guy?
over in my premiere right now that starts in a minute.
Okay. All right.
He
Everyone
says,
go
hell
over
yeah.
there.
He's the one that likes the magic beans.
Oh, the Magic Beans guy. Hold on. Okay. Let's
Can you
go
play
over
that?
Johnny Beans. I'm gonna
Magic
go over there
beans.
from my.
Okay.
Go over there from my. Everyone go over there, and don't forget to hit a like on mine on
Wait,
your way out.
Wait, before you end, I got a joke.
Okay, go.
Do you know what the last part of the body that dies?
No.
I'm gonna say the throat. No, it's the first one.
No, it's the eye. It's the eyes. It's the eyes. They dilate.
They dilate. Oh my God, that's a good one. Okay. They dilate. I was gonna guess it was maybe like your fingernails, because I hear that they still grow even after you're dead.
No, that's just the skin backing up.
It's the skin backing up.
That's
All right,
it.
for that
It's
knowledge.
as the skin.
We really don't need the details. That's gross. It's like, did you actually watch a body die and you measured it? Congratulations, man. No, I don't want to know how you know that.
I tripped over a Kleenex box.
Uh-huh.
The only thing, it was just some tissue damage.
Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. These are what they call dad jokes. They're not even good enough to be bad jokes, They're dad jokes. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us tonight. It was a lot of fun. We put a guitar neck on a body.
What did he win? You didn't even say what he won.
Oh, no, I said it earlier. You weren't here, Johnny. He won a Martin guitar.
Lanyard.
Let me get rid of this thing.
Oh, cool.
He won that, and then he also won a Franklin Straps sticker and some guitar picks. You know, I hope you like Van Halen, because I got like these Van Halen guitar picks.
Thank you, Holly.
Things like that, you know, that kind of stuff. And then we can just flush our way right out of here. Thank you so much for joining us. Catch Johnny's show. Are you going to be on there, Ron? Tomorrow? Tomorrow.
Unless something happens, yeah.
Are you going to go to Johnny's show right now and watch that too? The premiere?
Yeah.
It's right here. It's live. It's already happening. Look.
Yeah.
I've already commented.
Show it.
I said, hey,
can you show your screen?
Come on.
50 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Bear.
Turn it up.
Hey, dude.
Got like 40 seconds to go. Fancy intro. 30 seconds to go. Everybody go over there. Check it out. Tell me what size pickups you want. I mean, picks you want. Pickups.
I'll take Seymour Duncan's.
There are I have 60s, I have like 73s, I have 1s and 1.3s, and they're all Van Halen. All right. What's up, you guys? Johnny Bean. It's Johnny Bean. Everyone go over there. There's Johnny Bean in 2 places. Where's the real Johnny Bean? That's what I want to know. Until next time, you guys.
In 3 places.
I'm going to go cough my lungs out. Until next week, hopefully I'll be alive. See you until then. Rock on.